guys, it's Holly. Welcome back. If you are new to my channel, I do a lot of homeschooling, cooking, travel, and motherhood videos. Today I am talking homeschooling and I am talking curriculum. 1 year ago, I updated all my curriculum videos, grades kindergarten through 6th grade. And if you are interested in checking out any of those grades, I will have a playlist in the description box below where you can see a video for each grade. The reason I'm not updating it this year is because it is very up to date. We have not changed anything. I think we are gonna stay with that curriculum for quite some time. I usually put together my own curriculum. I don't go with one company for every subject. I buy a la carte with all my books. Reason be because I like certain companies, certain books for different subjects. When I updated that curriculum, I never updated my preschool curriculum video. So I thought I would go ahead and do that one as well. I did a preschool curriculum video about 3 years ago, just with trying to stay fresh and everything. I thought it was time to update that video as well. Now, again, I haven't changed a whole lot, but I just wanted to, I guess, brush up the whole thing in general. When it comes to preschool curriculum, I actually don't do a whole lot. I don't do a whole lot as far as structured time for teaching. Preschool for us is really giving our kids a lot of time to just play, use their imagination, and really that has worked great for our kids. At the same time, I still want to prepare my kids for when they eventually start kindergarten and school in general. So preschool, while I'm not all hardcore with scheduling and structured time to sit down and work, we still have them go through workbooks, worksheets. So I want to show you today just how simple my preschool curriculum, I guess I'll call it, is, and how affordable it can be. So if you have a little one that is 3 or 4 or even younger, and you are planning to have them do something for the school year, then I really do hope that all the stuff that I do in the preschool years is helpful and gives you some ideas. Let me get into it right now and share with you all the stuff that I use for teaching preschool. Well, here's a lot of things that I used for preschool, and I'll go through these items here, but you can see it's just a variety of different educational toys, a couple workbooks, puzzles, flashcards. There are so many great things you can use to work with your preschooler. But let me show you now my choices and things that I've used. We normally will do a few preschool workbooks, and this one, Big Preschool by School Zone, is my favorite. It starts off with a lot of practice tracing, anything from straight lines to circles, and this is a great foundation for then having them move on to numbers and letters. But this book definitely covers all kinds of stuff that they should be working on in preschool if they're going to work on anything to help prepare them for work they're going to do in kindergarten. Anyhow, I'm not going to do an entire flip through of this workbook. I just wanted to show real quick because this is my favorite workbook for preschoolers. Usually we can get through this book in the first half of the year, so I have used additional books. I really like Pre-Kindergarten by Scholastic. Their jumbo workbook as well will have all kinds of things they can work on, same ideas, learning their letters, numbers, shapes, colors. Also, Brain Quest Preschool Workbook is another great one that we will get and use when they're either 3 or 4. I will have links to all these books in the description box below if you want to find them real easily. I always provide the lowest prices that I have found out there. Let's get into some other things here. This is something very simple and fun, is these little puzzles. Now, I believe I had picked these up at Target. They sell stuff like this at the dollar store as well in any teaching store. But these ones are really good for preschoolers. It's good for them to just do little games like this where they can be having fun and learning at the same time. You can see here I paid $1 for each of these boxes. And speaking of puzzles, I try to have a lot of puzzles in our home for our kids to do at a young age. This United States of America wooden puzzle is a great example of something fun they can do, but they can learn at the same time. Again, just some ideas. Another fun thing I like to have around is a variety of flashcards for the younger ages. I remember getting a bunch of these at Target in their dollar spot area. You could buy these as well at the dollar store. We also have a variety of books in our home. Definitely, I always recommend using your local library as a resource. Always just picking up some new books that you can be reading to your child, something that's going to be colorful, engaging. We own a few books like this in our home, but we also always picked up new stuff at the library when they were at that preschool age. One thing that my kids all enjoyed when they were preschool age was watching the LeapFrog Learning Set on DVD. Now, I know a lot of people don't even own DVD players these days. They'll watch everything through streaming, and you might be able to find this on streaming or just download it. But we, of course, still utilize our DVD player, and while I don't like to do a whole lot of screen time with our schooling, especially at that young age, I really did like the LeapFrog Learning Set. It just gave them a good foundation for a lot of the phonics and sounding out things. That was one exception when it came to screen time. And speaking of LeapFrog, the LeapStart was also a big hit for my kids when they were in preschool. Now, it wasn't an everyday thing that they used because, again, I don't like to get into things that need batteries and everything like that, but every now and then I would let them use this kind of as a treat, and it was a lot of fun. It's definitely one step down from all the stuff you can do on tablets these days, but again, to keep them away from a lot of screen time, I thought this was a good compromise. You can see that these different books have a lot of the similar things that the workbooks have, but you can reuse them. It also provides music, teaches them in different ways. So this was a big hit in preschool for my kids, along with the DVD set. Again, I will have links for these items in the description box below. And these cards right here by BrainQuest were also a big hit. Working with my kids when they were in preschool, there is just a lot of simple questions here that are ideal for that age. The answers will always be on the card following. As you can see, this whole thing is attached, so you don't have to worry about things getting out of order or losing cards. There is also additional cards on the back to give plenty of activities all in one packet. This was always a hit. My kids, when they started reading, they were always quizzing our younger kids when it came to these cards here. And then for some educational games. This matching game here is a lot of fun. This is actually something I got out of one of our preschool workbooks. And you could see that it's matching the uppercase letters with the lowercase letters. And flipping it over, there is another matching game where you match the animals to whether or not they live in the land, sea, or in the air. Anytime you can do matching games, it's always great for preschoolers. I also like that it's something that they can do on their own. For some more fun and inexpensive little things you can pick up here and there, I got this little felt book at Target Dollar Spot, and you can see it has a lot of matching colors, shapes. The book is short but very engaging and something that I remember my kids at this age just loved playing with and doing the different activities they had in here. And then, of course, with felt boards, they are so great to have. We utilize our felt board, which my husband actually made for us, and anytime I found some felt items, I picked these ones also up at Target Dollar Spot, and this has the entire alphabet, which is so fun to have them learn the alphabet with the pictures that go along with them. There are so many great things you can find out there with felt. If you can buy a felt board or make one yourself, it is so nice to have. One other thing I wanted to mention was free printables that you can get on this one website here, and I will have the link for this website in the description box below. I utilized this website so much when we were doing preschool work. I continue with it in kindergarten and first grade. So many activities you can print out for them to help them practice practice writing their letters, numbers, doing shapes, colors, and again, it's all free. As long as you have a computer and printer at home, you can utilize this and keep the cost down, even more so when it comes to doing preschool work at home. Well, that is all I have to share as far as things that we used when our kids were in preschool for preschool curriculum. Of course, there were other things we did. There are so many different ideas out there, but I just wanted to share at least some of our favorite things that we did as far as preschool curriculum goes for homeschooling, or not even homeschooling, just if you decide to not send your kids to preschool, you want to keep them home, but you still want to have things for them to do and help prepare them for starting kindergarten. Well, there you have it. There is everything that we have used for preschool. I mean, there was probably other stuff too that I didn't even mention, but I just wanted to bring up some things that we found were helpful and the kids really did enjoy. If you enjoyed this video or got anything out of it, please hit the like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I have more homeschool content on the way. Thank you so much for watching, and may you have a beautiful day.